Hey guys, your girl Key, and I'm back on the video, and today we're going to be talking about my Survivor Series picks, and we're going to do little regular ramblings of a WWE fan. Now, first off, we're going to go with Shinsuke Nakamura versus LA Knight, and this match, I didn't expect it to be on Wargames because of the fact that we didn't get too much story with these two, and they're probably going to set it up on Friday. So I'm not going to be too hesitant on like how my initial thoughts of the match. But also, I know these two can go in the ring. I just know they can. So I am excited to see how that's going to go and play out. Like I said, I wouldn't be mad if Shinsuke took it. I just would not. I wanted Carmelo to win at Saudi Arabia, but that didn't happen. So why not? Give me a little mix, because I said I don't want this belt to stay on somebody for a long time, like straight off the bat. Now, it is exciting to see both of the mid-card titles for the men on these Survivor Series. We don't see the tags, but because I think they could have been on this card. I think the tag team champions going against the Street Profits or DIY or Triple Threat, like, that could have been on the card. That's how I'm feeling. Could have been pre-show. Don't know. It could have been on there. But you could have also had a women's match on there, too. But I guess you couldn't because the players, the players aren't there. They're all in the Wargames match. Now, the next match would be the triple threat of Sheamus, Louis Kaiser, and Braun Breaker. I want Louis Kaiser to win. Now, for this match, it's up in the air. There's the thought of wanting Sheamus to get that Intercontinental belt that he's been chasing for a very long time. But I just think it would be interesting to see Louis Kaiser with a belt. I think Braun might keep it, but I'm hoping for Louis Kaiser to win. Now, it would just be like, hear me out. It would be interesting to see both Kaiser and Gunther champion at the same time. It just would. And I don't know if they could handle that on Raw. I don't know if they can handle that on Raw, if I'm being real. Next match would be the World Heavyweight Championship match between Damian Priest and Gunther. Personally, I feel as though Gunther is going to win. For this match, it can go either way. I like seeing Damian Priest as the World Heavyweight Champion just because he was able to kind of get out the mold of the Judgment Day, get out the mold of following orders. Because, Rhea was the leader of the Judgment Day, if we're going to be real. They had their moments, sure, but we all knew they listened to Rhea. And it just was something different, and I think he surprised a lot of people being the heavyweight champion, but it's Gunther. And we're seeing this Gunther's character kind of change because he's unsure of himself. That is the Gunther we haven't seen. And now, I think when he gets into that ring, he's going to find himself once again. And that right there, that's going to hit because I am a Gunther fan. I was not totally sold on Gunther in the beginning, but now I am. Now I see it and I understand. I understand now. So, my pick is Gunther. Of course, who knows? Who knows? Now, for the Women's War Games, Team Liv and Team Bianca. I'm going to call it Team Bianca. Y'all want to say Team Rhea? No, it's Team Bianca. Now, this is going to be Naomi's first War Games, and it's going to be on her birthday. So I'm excited, and I'm hoping Team Bianca wins because not only do they have the advantage, they freaking have Rhea Ripley, Naomi, Bianca Belair, and then you have Bayley now. Io Sky. How do y'all think? Like, I'm not saying Team Liv is full of scrubs. I'm not saying that. But you got yourself a list of former world champions on there. All of them were world champions. See, this is a former world champion match right here. So why would, this team is stacked. The team is stacked. I'm sorry. None of the women on Team Bianca, none of the women haven't been champions. All of them have been champions. All of them have been world champions. So I don't care if you're full of a match of current world champions. You got your 2 champions on there. That don't matter. That don't matter to me. Because we got a team full of former world champions. So them winning wouldn't be crazy. Them winning would not be crazy. And it also would kind of, I think it would put Liv down a peg. Just because she's been winning every match. She has not lost until the tag team match. She ain't lose. She has not lost. So why not give her an L? Why not give her an L? Who cares? And Tiffany being there, I'm gonna tell you this. It will be insane if Tiffany cashed in. It will be insane if Tiffany cashed in. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I'm not gonna say it is gonna happen, but it would be insane if she cashed in. So you also had that going on. But I don't know why they didn't bring this up. I didn't know why they didn't bring that up. That Team Bianca they're full of former world champions. So when they get that dub, I ain't gonna you can't bring up the fact that you have Nia and Liv on the team. You can't really bring that up because these women on Team Bianca they not no chumps. They've been around the block. Now the main event is Bloodline versus Bloodline with a few visitors. I really hope and I really think that OG Bloodline's gonna win. Now, there's a lot of variables in this OG Bloodline. Cause I ain't gonna front. The new Bloodline, they got everything going for them. They got everything going for them. For real. You got Bronson Reed. And you got this unity they have going on. They're very unified, okay? Because all they care about is effing stuff up. That's all they care about. That's all they care about. There's no rifts between, past events, no past trauma. There's none of that there. There's none of it there on the new Bloodline. And they also have the fact that they have been on a roll. They've been winning these matches. They only lost at Bad Blood. Recently, the only time they lost was at Bad Blood. And they don't even count SummerSlam for real. Which, by me, I don't really care. They don't really count SummerSlam for real because Solo feels he would have won if it wasn't for Roman. I don't know. I ain't gonna comment on that. But they have been doing their thing. I can't even lie. And if it was not Roman and Jimmy on that team, I'd say, hey, let them get it done. But I just feel like when they're going, as they are progressing through the storyline, something is going to happen at that Wargames. Roman has to, get the Ulafala back. He either has to get the Ulafala back or there has to be The Rock coming back. I think 2 of those things can happen at the same time. But one happens or one of those things have to happen. And I think this is going to be a real turning point. So I am super excited for this main event. And I know they're not going to disappoint because Bronson was already talking about he's going to do something unexpected. And you have Jacob Fatu, who is the Samoan werewolf. And he's been on one. Not only the OG Bloodline have CM Punk, which that's crazy. That's crazy. I think a lot of people didn't expect that. But you have a lot of people on that team. You have a lot of people on the team, so when it comes to if it comes to skill only, who knows? But I think I'm gonna go with the OG Bloodline. How could you not? Now, you guys know that Jade Cargill is out from injury. And the injury is not only what happened on SmackDown, but apparently it's a real injury. A real injury, which I hope she has a healthy, speedy recovery because they were on a roll. Bianca and Jade Cargill were on a roll, and I don't think anybody could deny this really set the women's tag team division on fire. And there's a part of me that still wants Bianca to still be a tag, just because of the fact that she not only brings something there. You know, what Bianca does, bring it there. She brings stuff there. And there's nobody else on the roster where I'm like, yeah, give them tag belts. Like, you've came from something that has been like an unstoppable train. How could you like match that? There hasn't been enough build up to match that. And there's been some small comments of saying, you know, why doesn't Naomi, you know, help out and take Jade's spot for a while? I think it would be more reasonable if that idea would be reasonable if the big three was like a straight up, no doubt faction. I don't think WWE has made them into a faction. They've just been called the big three because that's what we called them when we saw them. And since they don't have that, like, that's the group, that's who they are, I don't know if that would be possible. I also think that Naomi already kind of being in the running for the U.S. Championship, that kind of messes it up as well. I'm not gonna lie, I don't hate it if Bianca was still running around with the belt, and I don't think she would have to relinquish it anytime. I wouldn't say she should relinquish it anytime soon, just because, you know, I just like the fact that she had the belt. And I don't know if there's anybody there that can really take that spot. You know, and what will Bianca do? I'm not saying that there's nothing she can do, but I don't know if that was in the plans. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was in the plans for Bianca not to go to the belt, to singles belts anytime soon. Like, I really think, honestly, that their tag team run was going to be a long run, probably almost to WrestleMania. So, who knows? You know, you can have Jay just come in and they not, you know, defend it, because that's what the men doing. That's what the men was doing. Why not? You got the mid-card women's belts. Like, let them have the belts and not defend it, or they defend it in a squash match to the fact where you don't even have to tag in Jade. Like, I'm just playing. I don't know how they're gonna do it. She's probably gonna relinquish the title, and that's gonna be so sad to me. It's gonna be so sad because they were really doing their thing. Now, Roman Reigns went on an interview with Sports Illustrated, and the interviewer kept asking questions about Cody Rhodes. I'm gonna be honest. You know, and I think it's kind of, there's nothing wrong with the fact that he was asking those questions about Cody Rhodes, because unless you've been living on a rock, under a rock, literally almost every interview Cody Rhodes has had, almost every, I ain't gonna say every because that'll be generalizing, and I don't listen to his interviews. I just know there's bits and pieces almost every time he has an interview on the internet of him talking about Roman Reigns. And this was Roman's first lengthy interview about wrestling for him since WrestleMania. So how could you not talk about Cody Rhodes? You know, how could you not talk about WrestleMania when that was the end of a historical reign? So I'm not mad at that, especially because Cody been talking for a very long time about things. But in the interview, going back to one of the things Cody said, that Roman was nowhere to be seen after he won the belt. Roman was like, if you want a baby face in the ring for 4 hours, go ahead. He's gonna be gone. He gotta go. He got he got a jet to be on. So that right there was a Roman Reigns answer, and I think everybody has been saying that fact that he was gone on that jet because he had to go. So that whole thing of, I can't wait to have that moment, Cody Rhodes saying that, and now Roman Reigns actually speaking on that moment, I am really thinking to myself, there's a lot of fans that was like, he should have stayed. And I'm like, what else do you want this man to do? What else do you want him to do? What else do you want him to do? He lost the match so Cody Rhodes can be champion, and you wanted him to wait around while he was in the ring celebrating? How much sense did that make? But also, he talked on the possibility of a Rock and Roman, and they're just going on what the fans want. And I know you guys want Rock and Roman, so make sure y'all have interest in whenever they're talking about Rock and Roman. Please, you guys, have some interest, because that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see next year. I do. I'm sorry, but I do. I just think it would fit perfectly in there if that's what we had. But thank you guys for watching my video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and happy Thanksgiving. Bye!